Did you know 2 out of 3 people with mental illness do not receive any treatment at all? And 1 out of 5 mental health patients end treatment prematurely. Poor mental health can be just as debilitating as having poor physical health. So why is it that when someone breaks their leg, they're immediately sent to the hospital, but if someone has a mental illness, they could be put on a months-long waiting list? In 6 months, your broken leg and your mental illness is only going to get worse without the proper treatment. And how come when you tell people you're going to see a doctor, nobody bats an eye, but when you tell someone you're going to see a psychiatrist, oh, they look at you like you're a ghost? 1 in 5 adults in the United States experience mental illness in a given year. That's right, your coworkers, your friends, your family, all of those people, out of all of those people, it's most likely that at least one of them has a mental illness. Maybe you just don't realize because mental illness doesn't look exactly the way you expect it to. Maybe it's because the stigma that we already put around mental illness keeps people from coming out and saying what it truly is to live with a mental illness. And as a result, less people get the treatment they need. Maybe if we could change the conversation around mental illness, we could get more people into treatment. Maybe if we stopped thinking of mental illness as taboo, we could look at it for what it truly is. Illness. There is a reason they call depression the common cold of mental illness. It's more common than you think. And mental illness isn't just in the mind. Physiologically, it's really our brain that's acting up. So that's a physical cause for the mental symptoms. So why do we even call it mental illness? It's baffling me now. And the fact that we put this label on it and we separate it from physical illness when in reality it's the same thing. Just one has mental symptoms. And not to mention a lot of mental illnesses also have physical symptoms as well. In order to destigmatize mental illness, we must share our stories. Our stories as patients, friends, family, therapists, caregivers. Sharing your story can be so hard, but the result is amazing. You will be actively helping people with a mental illness to get treatment. Your story of recovery or just dealing with illness will teach others that they can reach out for help. Too many sufferers are silenced by misconceptions, discouraged from seeking help from a treatable illness. But let me tell you, mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of, and it does not need to stay hidden. It's okay to talk about mental illness. In fact, it may be helpful. OkToSay.org is an amazing Texas-based organization that is dedicated to raising awareness of mental illness through sharing our stories. Our stories are powerful things. Our stories can give another person a zeal for recovery, and sharing them can take that super heavy, secret weight off our shoulders. On OkToSay.org, you can join the conversation about mental illness by signing the pledge or sharing your story. This website is filled with stories of people recovering from mental illness, showing us all that it is not a rarity. If there is one thing you can do to help people with mental illness right now, it's sharing your story of your experience with mental illness. No matter what perspective it comes from, no matter where you are on your journey of recovery or on the spectrum of mental illness, your experience will help someone in their journey. That I can almost guarantee. So if you're interested in checking out OkToSay.org, head down into the description box and you will see it linked right there at the top, and you can go and share your story about mental illness as well as help so many other people and look at so many other people's stories of recovery, and maybe it'll inspire you, maybe it'll inspire others, maybe it'll just be a way to start the conversation about mental illness in your family or friend group or wherever you may be. Seriously guys, I cannot believe in this message any more than I already do. Sharing your story is freeing, and it's amazing to see how other people react to it, and just with so much inspiration and so much hope, and they see that if you can recover, then they can recover. I experience this nearly every day with comments on my videos of people saying, I have that OCD thought too, I have that anxiety symptom too, and all of these different things that I always thought I was alone, and now I'm telling other people that they're not alone. Whether you have mental illness, or you're a caregiver of someone with mental illness, or you're a therapist, you're not alone in your stories. Someone else out there is going through something very similar to what you are. Go out there, seek that person, share your story, inspire them, and they will inspire you. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you'd like, go down into the description box, click OkToSay.org, check them out, sign the pledge, share your story, tweet it to your friends, Facebook it to your friends. Let everyone know that mental illness isn't a rarity, and us people with mental illness, we're not totally sheltered from society. In fact, we're very productive members of society who want to make a difference in this world, and we will, trust me. Thank you guys for watching once again. I'll see you all later. Bye! advocatosay.org, you can join the conversation about mental health by signing the pledge or talking about sharing your stories.